Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Brian Klepacki here with CriticalBench.com. If you missed our mud stud report that we punched out a little bit ago, you're in luck, because what I'm going to share with you is just not all, but most of the information that you'll find in that mud stud report, minus a few things. Guys, if you haven't checked out the report, it's awesome. I wrote it. It's based on experience and also a lot of my background in racing, off-road racing, adventure racing, and things like that. So guys, maybe you're new to what mud running is, or obstacle course running competitions. If you're not familiar with it, guys, what it is pretty much just a 5K running race, sometimes biking, canoeing, hiking, things like that. But traditionally, in this day and age, obstacle courses, mud runs, they're everywhere around the country, even around the world. Some of them vary from 1 mile all the way up to 100 miles. But for you, I guarantee you're probably going to be on that lower end of that mile range. So what is a mud run? What is an obstacle course run? It's simple. It's a grown-up, life-size version of just an obstacle course. You might get some ropes in there. You might get some tires. You might get some ice water. You might get some fire. You might get some monkey bars, mud, obviously, maybe some snow, depending on where you live. Whatever the terrain is, guys, it's an obstacle course. You got to get through a series of tests, series of exercises in an order from start to finish. Simple as that. So maybe you are a beginner, maybe you're an amateur, maybe you are a professional. Whatever it is, mud run is fun. It doesn't matter if it's 1 mile or 100 miles. It can be fun to a certain degree. Now I want you to take that lightly, because fun and danger and pain and torture kind of goes in the same category. Not many people do 100-mile runs and say, yeah, I'm going to do it for fun. You're going to endure some pain and some torture. So how do you select a race? It's pretty simple. You look at your body, see what you're capable of doing. Also look at the races on the race calendar and see what's coming up in your area. Mud runs can be 1 mile, they can be 100+ miles. Whatever you want to do, there's a race out there for you. So let's say you're a beginner and you want to start off with something pretty easy. That's what we recommend here. Starting off with maybe a 5K. A 5K is a 3.1 mile run, or obstacle course, jog, climb, whatever. So during that 3.1 miles, that 5K run, you might experience 5 to 10, 15 exercises or challenges throughout that course. You might see some monkey bars, again, some sandbag carries, some whatever the race director has planned for that race, you'll find it. And don't be afraid to or intimidated to go through an obstacle, because if you want to go through it but you physically can't, there are shortcuts, guys. So don't feel like you have to do everything on the course. But if you're on the course, you might as well at least try it, because there's going to be a lot of people encouraging you, pushing you on to do it. So now, like I said earlier, there's 100+ mile obstacle courses out there, and those are crazy. I've never done one. I know a few people who have done one. They're not really an obstacle per se. It's kind of like, hey, you go from that mountain to that mountain to that mountain, and all in between is water and rocks. So however that looks like for them to get from mountain to mountain, that's what they got to do. It could be on horseback, canoe, rock climbing, running, biking, whatever it is. Over 100 miles, it's going to be some pretty treacherous terrain that they got to overcome. So guys, again, if you need to select a race that you're unfamiliar with, start light. Now, if you're a little more advanced and done a few 5Ks, even some 10Ks, and looking something a little more advanced, they're out there for you. Half marathons, so 13.1 miles of terrain or obstacles that will leave you wanting the next step. And the next step is 20 milers, 50 milers. Then if you're crazy enough, and not many people are this crazy to go do the 100+ milers, they're out there for you. All right, guys, so you've picked the race that you want to do. So you know the distance that the race is going to be. So now what happens? You got to train. Guys, you just can't walk out to that obstacle course and without training and just expect to finish. I mean, some of those obstacles are very challenging that require a lot of upper body, lower body, and total body strength. Even some endurance in there, because you are covering anywhere from 3 to whatever miles. So guys, if you're thinking of just jumping out there, hey, I signed up for a race with some buddies, I'm going to drink beer and just work all the time and just jog on occasion and maybe play some tennis, you're going to get screwed out there, guys. You got to put in some training. You got to get into the gym. You got to get outside and do some actual training that replicates the course. So for instance, if you're going to be faced with some uphill climbs through mud, carrying a 10-pound rock over your shoulder, go outside and find some hills, run up them, carry some rocks around, throw some rocks, cross a river, do some swimming, guys. Whatever you think that will best suit the race, do it. Have fun with it, bring a buddy or two and make a team effort out of it. The big point of this is that you have to train specifically to the race. So let's say you sign up for a 20-mile obstacle course. You got to put in some hardcore endurance training. 20 miles. I get tired just driving 20 miles sometimes. So now just imagine you're going through a mountain and you got a big river in front of you got to cross, but all you have is just your body. What's going to happen? You got to forge through it. Swimming, climbing, jumping, swinging, pulling, pushing. You got to be well prepared for these races, guys. So now that you know that you need to be prepared, now what? Guys, you're in luck, because in this program that we created for you, the Mud Stud 6-week program, it lays it out for you. Now, it doesn't say this is exactly the program you need to follow for a 5K race or a 50-mile race. The idea is the same. However, the distances, the volume, and the intensity will be different depending on the race. But guys, I can't go into full detail exactly the 6-week program, but just know that it's designed 100% by me. I have a master's in exercise science. I'm a strength coach. I'm a triathlon coach. I'm a nutrition coach. Guys, I understand the periodization behind training for a race like this. So guys, I need you to check out this program. It's awesome. It's got everything you need to do to prepare yourself for this race. Now, with that said, you should have a good background leading up to this 6-week program. This is a 6-week program that will go from 6 weeks out from the race and back. So this will pretty much peak you for that race. There's a lot of cool stuff in there about metabolic conditioning, how to train your body for metabolic demands of the race. So now that you know that there's obstacles on the race, your body needs to respond to that. Like I said a few minutes ago, you need to train specifically for that race. So doing some low intensity walking on the treadmill is not going to accomplish what you need to do on the course. It goes into detail in this program. That's why you need to check it out. Also, it goes into a little bit about what strength training to do in there, what kind of exercises you should be doing to prepare yourself for the race. Guys, I can't build up this program anymore for you. All you need to do is check it out. So guys, here it is. You're in luck. All you need to do is click this link right here. The program's free. Again, I made it just for you. So click this link. What's going to happen, it's going to open up a page. Just give us your email. We'll send you a copy right away. Now guys, if you're watching this on a mobile device, you can't click that link, but you're still in luck, because under this video there's a little arrow. Click that little tiny arrow. That's going to open up the video description. Within that video description, you'll see that top link there. That's the link that you need to click. Once you click that, again, send us your email. We'll give you a free copy of it. Now guys, most importantly, we want to hear from you. Give us some feedback. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our page, leave us a comment or a question below, guys. We're here for you. We want to help make your mud run a little easier, so that's why we made this for you. Guys, thanks for watching this.